Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We're live online. Amen. Thank goodness. I'll just post a quick link in the chat so people know where we are. How is everyone today? I'm having a great day. It's been a really good week. Chat's up and live. Very good. How you doing? Today's about autism. I've worked with people 10 years. People have been telling me about programs for autism, and we just haven't had time. But as we're increasing our staff and medical staff, it's time to start helping those people. So we are now taking on people with autism, any age. We have 3 programs, of which 2 are available at this very moment, and one's totally oral, which is the more popular one, I guess, especially for young children. Adults have access to having some IV as well, depending on what they need. And so we're excited to be offering that. And we have some people booked in, and we recently had one person who is halfway through the program. And I can't tell you how my hair stand on end when I watch the video of him. To see remarkable change in 14 days, it just makes me say, why isn't everyone doing this? Why the whole world doesn't know about this? So, not to, and one case doesn't mean one success in all of our programs doesn't mean everyone will have the same success. However, the last 10, and this young boy is the 11th, everyone I've worked with has seen major improvement. So this boy can't communicate, can say a few words, walks totally on his toes all the time, flickers in front of his eyes, or shakes his arms like that a lot. Apart from that, he's a really good, well-behaved boy, just a typical young boy. And he goes to school, but he doesn't sit still. He's active and a challenge. And 14 days, and in the week off, this is when you're seeing him. He's had a week rest after the treatments now. So it's 2 weeks, week off. You're seeing him in the week off before he started yesterday on the last 2 weeks. And there's more therapies that we add. Depending on the age, we slowly add a new therapy each day, so we're not overdoing it and scaring them and so on. And the most common question I get is, do you think my son will stay in the hyperbaric? All of the children love the hyperbaric. It's like a spaceship to them. They're going in a spaceship and having a 30 minutes in there, watching a video and enjoying it. So they love it. So the hyperbaric's no issue. The light therapy is no issue. The Q2 foot spa is no issue. So another 2 or 3 therapies that we do, all beneficial at increasing oxygen, accelerating healing, and in this case, as in the other 10, the boy has improved a lot. But don't take my word for it. Would you like to watch a video of that? Videos are always good. So one of the main ingredients we use is nutrition, diet, and GCMAF. So I'm going to run a short video on GCMAF so you know what it is. And so this is, for example, a GCMAF in the blood. GCMAF activates your microphage. So this is a little video of microphage in the blood, so you can see what's happening on the inside. Everybody has a lot of macrophage inside their body, 2 billion of them. Often, when you have vaccination injections, they're turned off. So you either have very sluggish slow ones, or you don't have any. Your body's not producing them. They are the front line of the immune system. See, that is just capturing something and swallowed it and absorbed it, and then it goes off again and again and again. It also eats, the dying cells, damaged cells, bruises. When you have a bruise anywhere, yellowing is a lot of macrophage moving to the area to clean up the damaged tissue. So they're amazing. They're inside you. I describe them as a snail without a shell. Slug. And they're full time doing their job inside you, cleaning up. If they come up against something that is too big for them, they send out a chemical that calls for other T-fighting white cells to join them. So they are the front line, as we call them, the soldiers in the battle. And if they can't handle it, they help. That's an amazing video. And let's look at the young lad. So this one I'm not sure is working. So this is before we started any treatment. This is just a short video. Okay, all finished. So he arrived and he decided to spend all the time in the spa. Okay, write your name. You see the flickering of the hands. If you need more whether he's in the water or not, he does that. To finish him this afternoon is fine. But remember, it's not what somebody else thinks. Try and hear the volume. This is what you think to compare to next time, and next time, any little things you observe to see if you notice change. So you notice then Karina walked around the pool with some drum music. He didn't. The music didn't. That's a short video of him before he started. We didn't get that much on him. That a lot out of curiosity. That I have edited yet. So this is fresh from just a couple of days ago. And the flicking in front of the eyes is like constant. So one of those two flickering is pretty well going on all the time. We all love the water. So the next one. I'm not sure if this one is working, but we'll give it a go. Well, doesn't look like it. I don't know why. It looked like it wasn't going to work. It didn't have the image on it, so that's fine. Then we've got the father's interview. This one's about 4 minutes, so sit back, enjoy it. And it's just us asking this is a part of the whole thing, but it's us interviewing. So we do an assessment at the start, and in the week off, we do an interview with the family. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, we do another assessment of the child. And also while we're interviewing the father and asking him what he's seen, we also observe changes ourselves. So enjoy. Yeah, what we noticed, what our observation was, what our observation was that if the diet was good, he seemed to be a big change. But when he had something wrong in the food, he was ever ready battery, yes, full of energy.
Okay, the GC math is good. It's really good. It helps him. I mean, it has helped him a lot.
What did you notice?
I noticed that when we started taking the GC math, he was like, he wasn't so much like this.
Not as hypo.
Not as hypo. He was a little bit more relaxed, but it's not completely done, you know. He still does a little bit.
No, it's not instant. It's a progressive thing. So what the procedure is after the 5 weeks, normally people buy the bottle and continue. It depends on the case. And so I spoke to you about options you can make at home for that, yes? So what about the thing in front of his eyes? You know, when he puts his fingers trying to grab something? He stopped it?
He stopped that.
Because he was doing that the first couple of days. So that's a change, yes? And the girls notice when he's walking here was not on his toes so much.
Not so much, yeah. It has diminished.
Well, and he's jumping flat-footed.
Okay. Yeah, he is too. So he's not on his, like, two weeks. It's 3 weeks with GCMAF, but only 2 weeks with high dose. Because the first week is low dose. So 2 weeks with a higher dose. I'm going to double it next week. Okay, to see. We know he's not having any negative effects from it. So we started off on very, very low dose. Because with adults, I've never seen an issue with it. But one doctor said to me, sometimes they can get a little worse before they get better. And I didn't want him to panic, you know. So we start very low, a quarter of a dose, and work up every day. But we gave every day. The procedure is normally Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because it stays in the body 5 days. But we gave every day, a little. So really, by the end of the week, he was having a lot. But we're going to double in the next 2 weeks. If you're happy to continue, we will double the dose and continue to measure the changes. So the foot change, the feet. What we're talking about here is standing on his toes. When he's running only, or when he's running, he stands on his toes. Yes?
No, he was standing on his toes almost every time.
All the time. Okay. And even now he's jumping fast.
And when we pulled up and stopped, and he came and stepped on the thing and leaned in and looked at the thing. And,
he noticed who you were?
And put his hand in to
say hello?
He was responding very well.
Any voice change? The voice is the same. Sleeping change?
No, he always slept very well.
Very well. And the sound therapy doesn't annoy him?
No, I mean, his mom does the sound therapy, but she tells me he sleeps first, and then she puts it on for an hour, a little more.
Yeah. Okay. Did she do that every day? You're confident for that? Okay, so what else you think of? So the flickering of the fingers in front of the eyes completely.
What about concentration? Does he have any
He's a little bit better.
with his
Yes.
focus and concentrating on something?
Does anybody read to him sometimes? No. So you didn't notice anything of that? One of the boys I worked with before, he spoke before. He had the injections. And then he lost speech. For 2 years. Then when we started, only the nutrition and the sound therapy, he started to speak in 7 days.
He's really relaxed. He's in school already. He started school this week.
Oh, and he's just sitting still by himself. He doesn't normally do that.
He's really relaxed.
Yes. He's calmer. More calmer. Well, that's really good, yes?
So in school, he's doing better. You can see.
I'm excited for that.
Focus there and
Well, it touched my heart now. I want to cry. It's exciting. I love it, you know, when you put in the effort and you feel.
help there.
Wow, it's fantastic. You must be excited, yes?
Yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah. So we're happy to continue another 2 weeks. We doubled.
So pretty exciting, yes. Can't help but feel for the changes that will happen in this family as the time goes on, and for the young boy, are priceless. Okay, so that's it. So what's in the program? So basically, people come here for 5 weeks. You arrive here on a Friday, preferably, and your apartment is booked for 6 weeks. So if you arrive on a Thursday, it's not a problem. But usually the apartment starts on the Saturday. So you arrive on the Friday. We stay in a hotel overnight, a motel. A nice place, and different countries call them different things for different things. So a hotel, and that's close to a shopping center, a food court. We're there with you. And the next day we take you to the apartment. You see the doctor. You have a full examination. The client has a full examination. And from there, on the Sunday, we'll design a plan for the client. And the client then starts on the Monday. It's 5 days, weekend off, 5 days, week off. And then repeat 2 more weeks. If in the week off, if the child wants more hyperbaric or anything like that, they're welcome to it. Some kids really need a week's break, some don't, and so we don't restrict. There's no IV, but we continue the oral products. We continue the oral GCMAF, and you can do some of the therapies in that week off as well. Sometimes, like the light therapy, we'll let you take that to the room if there's not too many people here, and that's just a light therapy, goes over the head, and we believe that helps a lot. And we also do RIFE. We do hyperbaric RIFE. Let me bring up the list of therapies. Getting old. Okay, so after the doctor's visit, hyperbaric oxygen, magnetic pulse, photo biomodulation. It's not included. Massage if needed. Sometimes a massage is nice. Blood tests. We do blood tests on arrival, as well as live blood analysis. QT energy spa, RIFE. Yep, and I think that's everything. Yeah, there's one other therapy, and I can't remember the new name we have for it, so we'll leave that off. Okay, so it's a lot. It's you don't find everything in one location like this, so it's I believe it by observation from the hyperbaric. When we used to do IV and we didn't have the hyperbaric, you saw some people doing IV for arthritis or different things, and you saw some improvement. When we added the hyperbaric, it doubled the speed. It makes things happen so much quicker. So, plastic surgeries, any surgery, injury, broken bones, it helps accelerate healing. And I think easily doubles the success rate and increases the amount of success in everyone that we do. And so, there's a lot of videos online, a lot of studies done, peer-reviewed studies too, I believe, on hyperbaric and different disorders for the brain, ADHD, right through to autism, and so on, Asperger's. So you can search for those, and there's a benefit in those. Then when you add in a product that helps reduce the tension in the brain, I believe a lot of this is to do with the contamination from injections given while the mother was pregnant or after the child is born. Why do I come to that conclusion? Because I've had a lot of people, even when we're not offering this program, people knocked on our door. A lot of people had a child that was fine, had a vaccination, triple antigen, was not fine the next day. One lady, I've told this story a dozen times, came to me, had black eyes. She looked like she'd been beaten up. This is going back 19, 20 years ago. Anyway, when I finally had a consultation with her, she had an autistic child. She'd spent 2 years trying to adopt a young boy that was, I think from memory, 6 or 7, and had successfully managed to find a child that she was allowed to bring into the country. He was ticked off as healthy, strong, not going to be a burden on society, all of the requirements that we have in Australia. And then he's here for I don't know how many months, 6 months. Then she, after he settled and knew the family, was in routine and felt loved and everything that he needed, he was getting. They booked him into the school at the start of the following year, if I remember correctly. And when they went to the school, he was required to have the injections. I don't know what injections he had. I'm guessing the triple antigen would have been one of them, but he was required to catch up on vaccinations. So that happened. The mother didn't know any better, as most of us in that age. My mom did. She didn't want us to be vaccinated. But he was vaccinated, and the next day he became quiet and non-responsive, and changed over the next 7 days. Got a fever. Over the next 7 days, he completely couldn't read, couldn't talk, couldn't communicate, and he couldn't sleep. Like, the hardest thing, the reason she had black eyes, I forgot to mention it in the other video, wasn't from the child punching her, was that she never, ever, ever could get sleep. So she was micro sleeping during the day. She had to give up her work. And he was just full on, didn't stop. So I didn't work with people with autism at all at that stage. She came to me because she knew that I looked at things differently. So I offered to help her for free. And so what we done is we gave her shake products. Oh, no, she bought them. I helped. My service was for free. She bought the shake products, and I told her to play sound therapy, a particular Tibetan bells. And she played them and followed the instructions. And you cannot believe, in 7 to 10 days, he started to sleep. Within a week of that, he was talking, reading, not complete communication, but he could read. Now, she always read to him. That's why I asked this father if he read to the child. She always read to him, but he never said any words. He never spoke. He made noises, but he never spoke. This boy's a little different. He can say a few words already without our help. He started. He could count 1, 2, 3 on the trampoline with me. We got that on video. He's close to being able to speak. So I'm hoping at the end of these 2 weeks, it would be a God-given miracle that we managed to get speech back for him as well. So it's early days, 14 days on the program, and they're the videos. So we're excited about that. So you need to book in now. The days that you can come is limited because we specialize in helping people do alternative therapy safely with cancer. And so we do not always have room for autism. And if your child is a challenge, like behavior-wise, we'll still help. But it may mean that he's done after 3 o'clock or later, because the people who come here with cancer are our priority number one, and they need to be comfortable. And if there's screaming and that going on, it's not possible. Again, doesn't mean we can't help you. It means that we will do your child in a different hours than when they're in the spa. So you're not starting in the morning the same as everybody else. And that's the only very important factor that people coming here need to know. There's a program all oral, which is what that boy's doing and getting great results. There's a program with IV, need to be an adult or very big bodied, is fine. And that's more expensive, of course. That has to be paid for. We used to only have one price for everyone, but we did decide to reduce the price for people doing the program with no IV. Working with children with autism, it does require, if you came in and you're a healthy person, you only need one nurse to give you an IV, and that's it. And the one nurse can be looking after a few people. But when you have an autistic child, you need 2 nurses with each child. And so there's more staff used. And that's important. And they become good friends with the child and fun. One person is said to be the leader for you. And that person reports daily on the progress and so on. So it's fun and exciting. We're on the beach. The kids can go swimming. It's always warm. We do have a winter where it's, I still wear singlets at nighttime. Some people might put something a little bit heavier on, but we're in the equator in South America. So the weather's always stable. We can have over cloudy or sunny, but it's stable. And we only have rain 1 month a year. We get some rain, and there's a few heavy days, but this is a drought area, so there's not a lot of that. I wish we saw more of it, actually, but there's not a lot of that. And that's basically it. Guayaquil, the main city people fly into, that has a more rain, probably 6 weeks to 2 months. But in the coast, we don't have a lot of rain. And swimming, there's no sharks, there's no issues in the water. We haven't had anybody get bitten by anything. So that's good. It's a very, very safe, clean area. We're at a point. We have breeze, clean air coming from both sides. Beautiful fruit and vegetables in the shop. Beautiful fresh fish, and so on. There is 3 different ranges of apartments. There's apartments not close to within a block or two to in the building we're in, and the price changes a little bit. On the more cheaper program, the apartment's a little bit further away, and you can upgrade, and that's subject to availability. It's the only thing until we're on our own land, we don't have control on the apartments. In the busy season, it's hard to get apartments in the building. And for cancer patients, they're booking for 3 months. We managed to do that, and so far we haven't had to move anyone out for a week. But it's possible sometimes that may happen. But in this 5-week program, I don't see that being an issue, especially for the rest of this year, because we're past the busy season, which is January, February, and March is the busy season here. The rentals are 2 or 3 times the price, and we have penthouses up to $10,000 a month. So we have a lot of options for people depending on your income, what works for you, and what one person calls cheap, another person calls economic, and it depends on your situation. So that's it. We're helping a few local people with autism, and they're doing great, and we hope to do more of that. The simple procedure: fill in the online form. Let us know anything else that the child has or adult has as an issue. Especially if it's an adult, they may have other health issues too. It's not going to cost you extra, but we need to prepare and have all the products to make sure we're doing everything we can so that all of the microphage is focusing on the brain. So if there's a back injury, arm injury, and all that, we need to know what else is going on so we can give some IVs if the person has chosen that to help heal those issues and make sure they're not an issue and not a problem. And that's very important. Okay, so a couple of things. Like, share this video. We're giving away a bottle of GSM-AF free if it's legal in your country. If it's not, you're going to miss out. But like, share, and comment on this video to be part of that. So you should see that on your screen now, I hope. Take that off. And the other offer is the cancer attack pack, which is nothing to do. Well, it's also available for autism at home, but we have to make a special one for you. This one that you're looking at the photo is for people with cancer. And so that includes all of the nutritionals, all of the products that go into the shake. So people who come here on the Autism Program go home with a package similar to this. It's important that I let you know that. So in addition to the products you get here, we don't then upsell to you before you leave. We include products so you've got 2 to 3 months more products to continue to give at home. So that's all of those products there. So again, it needs to be made that this one here is for cancer, and it's only half of the products. But for the people with autism, it'll be a different package. It won't look the same as that. So free shipping and $1,000 off that pack at the moment. So if you'd like to learn more about it, please contact us on the Contact Us page of the website, and look forward to seeing if it's right for you. It needs to be tailored for each cancer. So some of the added products, if you've got ovarian cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, brain cancer, we need to add particular products for that area of the body. Peptides, which are a targeted nutrition to help that area heal. So that's it for today, guys. Short, sweet, and to the point, 30 minutes. Send my love and energy to you. I thank you for tuning in. And we're covering metastasized cancer and stroke in the coming weeks. So stay registered. Make sure you're registered. It's most important. And like and share if you want to get some free product and keep in touch and learn. Ignorance is the biggest cause of death in cancer. People not knowing their options and not choosing the right path. When it comes to our program, I used to recommend it when everything else failed. But now, because we can see results in 6 weeks to 2 months, I say, do this program. If it doesn't work for you, you can go down the traditional path. So until next time, remember, Sunday is workshops, goes over everything you need to do to stay healthy. And the webinars Tuesday and Thursday is on a particular topic. And today's was on autism. Thank you for tuning in and look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Bye for now.